Second is a presentation on stormwater diversion project. Is there a motion to receive? We won't vote till after we hear it, but,
No. So move to receive. Second.
okay, and now we'll see if we really want to vote yes.
So somebody
It came all the way from Germany. We should vote yes, shouldn't we? You went to
Looks
Great
to me
Lakes.
like the city manager is going to make good use of his iPad.
A vote of no confidence?
The iPad works, it's the other stuff that we don't know
It's the
about.
human interface is generally the problem.
It's warming up and hunting for the device.
There we go. Purpose of this meeting, this presentation is just to give the city commission and our citizens a little understanding about our sewer project that we're working on. Our plan is to have a series of presentations so that we can educate our residents about the program, and if they have an interest, they can just listen to one small segment at a time. They don't have to listen to the entire segment all the way through if they don't have the interest. The main issue is that we have too much clean water in our sewer system. Right now, the City of Alma's water plant pumps about 1 million gallons of water a day, and our wastewater plant processes about 2 million gallons of water a day. Those two numbers should be about the same, instead of having twice as much at the wastewater plant as at the water plant. That has a number of implications. It costs more money to treat the clean water at the plant. It also means that we have problems within our sewer system when we have too much clean water in the plant. The state of Michigan has a couple measures that they use to determine whether you have too much, what they refer to as inflow and infiltration into the system. The state says that if you have more than 120 gallons per person per day, you probably are processing too much water. We're currently processing, on average, 278 gallons per capita per day, which means that we're more than twice what they say is the threshold. If you look, the second measure they look at is during the storm events, which means that stormwater is getting into our system. The state standard is that if you're exceeding 275 gallons per capita per day, you probably have a problem. Right now in Alma, we're averaging around 1,000 gallons per capita per day, which is almost four times more than what the state threshold for saying that we have too much clean water in our system. The impact to our system is that will create problems. We'll end up having areas where our sewer system will back up and flood in residential basements. It also means that it's going to cost us more to treat and process the clean water where we shouldn't have to do that. Of course, that cost is borne by our residents, our citizens. A few years back, we had residents from the City of Alma come to City Hall requesting that we develop a program to solve their problem. They realized that there's nothing that they could do by themselves to solve the problem. We need to do, the city needs to do more to be active. And I guess on top of that, our sewer system is aging, which is just adding to the problems that we have. The city has come up with a solution, and we've actually started implementing it. This fall, we've started installing interceptor drains to give people a place to put the clean water. In the past, one of the reasons why we had a problem is that there was no place for residents to put the clean water other than in the sanitary sewer, which under federal regulations is illegal. As part of that solution, we are also looking at disconnecting footing drains and sump pumps that are currently going to the sanitary system and directing them instead for either our storm system or the new interceptor drains that we've recently installed. And finally, there's some upgrades to our sewer system. A number of our sewer lines were constructed with the idea that they're going to be at the end of the line, and that the city wasn't envisioned to grow that much further. Well, we did grow, which means that those areas, the line is too small to carry the capacity that it should be carrying. We need to upgrade that. And we also have two lift stations, lift station 7 and 8, which probably need to be larger to handle the volume of water that they're experiencing. The interceptor drains are going to be installed in the neighborhoods where you have the biggest problems. Right now, throughout the city, approximately half the homes have access to a storm sewer, which means the other half have no alternatives as to where to place their clean water. The drains are going to provide a legal option for the residents, and this phase is going to cost about $525,000 to complete, and we're just about done with that portion. This slide I know is very difficult to see on the TV, but there are two areas that we're going to focus that have the largest problem with inflow and infiltration. One is the lift station 8 and lift station 7, which is basically the area north of the Pine River, west of Gulfside, south of Superior, and east of Grant. Is that right? Grant. That's there.
West of Grant,
West of Grant.
east of Gulfside.
Right. And then we're also looking at the downtown area, one of the older parts of the city. They also have some major problems. Once the interceptor drains are in place, we then plan to start working on disconnecting footing drains into sump pumps. We've looked at a number of homes, and we are estimating that between 30 and 40% of the homes in those two districts have some improper connections. And so as part of the program, we're hoping to correct the problems in about 260 homes and businesses. We're estimating that that'll cost about $5,000 per property, and we're estimating that this phase of the project will be about $1.3 million to solve it.